Hey y'all, today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. Oh, excuse me. Um, so, sorry I was getting that thing off my face. But, the, I, wanted to say that, do this video talking about how narcissistic abusers and more like ignorant project ghetto black narcissists in my life have try to use violence to control me. See, the rich, proper white narcissistic abusers would be the type that make jail threats or make threats to have you locked up in a mental institution. But I'm not talking about civilized black people. I'm talking about the ghetto black people who be like narcissists and sociopaths. It's either they put their hands on me or they threaten to. They think that they can use violence to control me. Like the fake crusty guy that threatened me yesterday. That perp in a black Kia Soul. Well, ever since he did that, I haven't heard much of anything from him since. So I pretty much had a peaceful night last night, and so far a peaceful morning. But I don't see why he think it's nothing wrong with blasting his music at 6 o'clock in the morning. One time I caught him doing it was 5:30 in the morning. And like I'm been sleep deprived, and then that'll startle me out of my sleep. And then your friends that you want to get to whip my ass, they don't know about the situation. They don't have anything to do with it. So yesterday he made a threat to get his friends to, like, what kind of dude would do that? Why don't you whip my ass your damn self that you want to threaten to get your friends to whip my ass because I'm retarded and slow and all the names. He called me fat and he's fat too. So, it's like I'm being made to feel like I'm the out of control one. And then he act like he think that just because, like they think they're worth more than you, or that they're better than you because they pay more rent than you do, or they think that they're better than you because they make more money than you. So they think they're more worthy. I'm helping her out. But then I need a roof over my head and she needed help. So I'm, helping her out. I guess we're helping each other out, But, and a little child, that's a narcissist. I'm 38. I'm sorry, I'm 36 years old. And an 8-year-old narcissistic child would threaten to tell on you as a way to try to control me. Threaten to tell. You hear that? That's somebody else that passed by, blast the music loud. You can't tell me you didn't hear that. So, dealing with both the foster family and the biological family and bullies at school, that they try to threaten you with violence to control you. Even my own twin sister, Dykester, would try to threaten me with violence or try to put her hands on me and try to use violence to control me. And the gay brother Mark too, he's the one who would try to pretend to act like the rich, proper white people by trying to making jail threats and making threats to have me locked up in a mental institution. I don't know why my twin sister and the gay brother Mark act like they think they're superior or better than me when they were abused in foster care too. And they think they're higher than me or something. I mean, when I saw my twin sister in 2017, it had to be violent with her trying to force me to fight her. And I didn't fight back. Then she grabbed me and put her hands on me and called herself trying to rough handle and restrain me unnecessarily. I wasn't even out of control. You know, that's how they want to do. Your own relatives treat me like my own relatives treat me like a mental patient. You know, my twin sister wanting to delusionally believe she has manpower. And, you know, think that she can... I mean, and she got the special ed treatment in a mental institution kind of treatment too. But she thinks she can use it on me. Even the foster mom used all those threats, the threats of violence to control me. And if they're not saying that they're going to do something, they do it. The foster brother Joe, the foster mom's son, Joe, who I call Josephine Dyke because he's a woman beater. You know, you want to be a pussy-ass female enough, you know, you can't have it both ways. You want to be tough like a man and beat on a woman, but you're too scared to fight another man. Believe it or not, the foster mom has some kind of fame. Like, you know, the foster mom won Foster Parent of the Year award for being abusive and beating on us. It's like, despite all the abuse she's done to us, she was popular and well liked and one of the favorite people. And this lady, I wish I had the little newspaper article with me. It might be in my storage unit somewhere. But the foster woman, she won the Foster Parent of the Year award after we turned 18. Her and the fake foster stepdad. Yeah, the man who watched the porn channel at the loudest volume. So, you know, as abusive and controlling as they are, and this what they get Satan's rewards. The foster mom with the big house and the BMW, and bully, harass, and lecture me about how I deserve to be homeless. And so the foster mom was married to a man that's part of the Funky Meters. Let me show you how, even though they're supposedly black people, let me show you how connected they are. They're part of the black elite. If the foster mom that famous and very well known around the New Orleans metro area, everybody knows her face, and everybody bow down to and worship her, this tiny little lady, because the foster mom stands at 4'11", and everybody's frightened of her. And you know, so then it's like, and the foster mom was married to a man that's part of a music group called the Funky Meters, who was at least 2-time Grammy winning. Joseph Zigaboo Modelist Sr. was the drum guy. I think he was the drummer in the music group, the Funky Meters, like a New Orleans jazz group. But they won Grammys. I don't know how many, but they said that Zigaboo won the Grammy. He won that Grammy nomination for the singer Anne-Marie's song "One Thing." If y'all remember that song. And they said he won the drum beat a Grammy for that. And this is who the foster mom was married to. The foster mom's daughter married a man, Brian Williams, who I call Greedy Dykes, because he's 6 feet 7 inches tall, and he think that he can scare people by making threats and brag about how he beat children. You a man who think you can brag about how you beat on children? You're a child beater. But he loves his vanilla white skinned wife that looks Asian. The foster sister Shelley, she looks Asian. And Greedy Dykes Brian physically abused and beat on foster kids who the foster mom doesn't like. And so Brian, Greedy Dykes is what I call him, he did a cameo appearance in the Blue Chips movie with Shaq. Their son Ryan did a little modeling gig when Ryan was a year old. Also, the foster mom's uncle Lionel R. Collins has a street named after him because he was supposedly the first black judge. The first black judge. Yet he was the complexion of white people with straight hair and looks white, and they glorify him as the first black judge in the city of New Orleans or Gretna or whatever. And this man, they talking about first black judge, and he's sitting there looking like a white man. And there was recently there's a street named after him in the city of West Wego, Louisiana. I saw it too. And what else was I gonna say? So yeah, and the foster mom's niece, Mildred, puffed herself up about being the first black minority female. All that shit, white and stuff you got mixed in, you bitch, shut up. Want to talk about being the first black minority female to be a pilot in the Air Force. Well, how come people don't know about you in the history books? How come you're not in the history books then? You know. So, yeah. And the same people who got all this success. I mean, Joseph Zigaboo Model is the dad. I heard the foster mom herself said that he used to physically abuse and beat on her. So his son, which is with the foster mom, is a woman beater. Josephine Dyke, Joseph Modelis, Joseph Paul Modelis Jr. is a woman beater, and woman and child beater. I mean, who the hell knocks as a 20-something-year-old man and knock out like he knocked my twin sister out when we were 9 years old. I'm gonna keep talking about the abuses and beatings that they done because people say that this is occultic and satanic and part of mind control. So I'm gonna talk about it. You know, I think I talked about the foster brother Joe put his knee in my throat and then balled my own fist up and then punched me in my mouth with my own fist and bust my lip with my own fist. Well, he used my own fist like a puppet or whatever and punched me in the mouth and then lied to the police and said that I did it. And then the police said if I wanted to press charges on him, we both would go to jail. But if he wanted to press charges on me, it'd be just me to go to jail. The bully fag cops try to tell me that to have a place to live is a privilege and not a right. And tell me that I had no right to stay at the foster mom's house and that, I mean, all those times I tried to run away, you know, and the police saying that I had no right to be there and the foster mom was only allowing me to stay there out of common courtesy. All those times I tried to leave and the foster mom wanted to keep me. Why? If she hated me so much, she wanted to keep me because she was waiting on that big check that she stole from me. She stole more than one big check from me. I could have been more successful than that, but and everything I had, she confiscated like a punished child. When I was I was at least 19, 20 years old. No, 18, 19 years old. And then when I got my car when I was 22, she wanted to try to confiscate my car keys. She set me up to cause my car to get repossessed in 2006 after Hurricane Katrina and set me up to lose my job before it can even start, y'all. So, I'm running out of time on this video, so y'all get what I'm saying about how, you know, narcissistic abusers, I got more examples I could use about how they use violence to control you. Alright, see y'all.